2 full years passed. Joseph remained in prison, forgotten by the cupbearer. One night, Pharaoh had a troubling dream. In his dream, 7 healthy cows came up from the Nile River. Then 7 thin and sickly cows came out of the river. To Pharaoh's shock, the thin cows swallowed the healthy cows. Pharaoh awoke, but soon fell asleep and dreamed again. This time, he saw 7 full heads of grain growing on one stalk. Then, 7 thin heads of grain appeared and swallowed the healthy grain. Pharaoh was deeply troubled and called all the wise men of Egypt. But no one could explain the dreams. Then the chief cupbearer remembered Joseph. Joseph was quickly brought out of prison. He shaved, changed clothes, and stood before Pharaoh. "Pharaoh, I have heard you can interpret dreams." "Joseph, I cannot, but God will give Pharaoh the answer." After hearing both dreams, Joseph explained their meaning. "Joseph, the 7 healthy cows and 7 healthy heads of grain represent 7 years of abundance. Joseph, the 7 thin cows and 7 thin heads of grain represent 7 years of famine." Joseph advised Pharaoh to store food during the years of abundance. Pharaoh recognized God's wisdom in Joseph. "Pharaoh, can we find anyone like this man in whom is the Spirit of God?" Pharaoh placed Joseph in charge of all Egypt. Joseph received royal clothing, a gold chain, and rode in Pharaoh's 2nd chariot. For 7 years, Egypt gathered enormous amounts of grain. Then the famine began, just as God had revealed. But Egypt had food because Joseph had prepared wisely. People from many nations came to Egypt to buy food. What began in a prison cell ended in a palace. God used Joseph's faithfulness to save countless lives during the famine. This is Genesis chapter 41. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe for the next Bible story.